Okay, so I just watched a video from a channel called Real Men Craft 2 with Richard Wilson, and I'm just like buzzing right now after watching that. That was pretty freaking awesome. So let me talk about that. So so yeah, my name is Michael McDonald. I go by Michael. My mom gave me French spelling. She gave me a weird reason. It had nothing to do with anything. Like I still don't understand why she named me that. But I mean, I've got a Scottish last name, a French first name. Makes no sense. Um, but she wanted me to go by Michael, even though she spelled it the French way. Anyway, so yeah, Michael McDonald. No, or not the singer, not the Doobie Brothers. Just plain old me. So yeah, I live in Bakersfield, California. My Etsy shop is Gay Nerd on Etsy. And here is my diamond painting from DP Over. And so this is what I'm going to be working on for a little while. I've only gotten the top done, but it is like confetti heavy, and I actually love that. I think they did a great job, and I can't wait to see it finished. And I will be adding ABs. These are square. So, so yeah, my Etsy shop. When I was, I think it was 2000. It's actually on my logo. 2012, 13. So I think I was still 42 at the time, and then I turned 43 that year, and I broke the ball of my arm. So you know, like my arm wasn't broken; it was just the ball of my arm. So I was still able to you know, do stuff. But for some reason, I just decided we actually went to Walmart, and they had the plastic lanyard there, and I'm just messing with my diamond painting, straightening everything out. So we went to Walmart. They had some plastic lanyard, not the Rex Lace one. They had their kind that was like a clear transparent lanyard. And so it reminded me of making the keychains when I was a kid in the Cub Scouts. So I thought, let me buy some and see if I can remember how to do this. So I bought some, and I was doing the 2-strand ones with the boxy look. Back then I didn't know how to make the round. All I could do was the box. I didn't even know how to finish them. So we were just like burning them, and of course it didn't melt together. I don't know why we were burning them. We were 9. The scout leader, which was my best friend's mom, didn't teach us how to finish them. She just said, well, whatever, they're done. And so, yeah. So we just did the 2 strands. And when I started doing this again in 2013, I was doing the 2 strands. And then I went on YouTube and I found tutorials on how to make the keychains. And the more, you know, the DNA with the more than just 2 strands. And then I discovered you can change the colors. So this has, it's got the color on the 2 colors on the outside. So there's 1 and then 2. And so, you know, I'm using the same color, and then a different one in the middle. So on the boxes, on my packaging, like this one says gold. That means that the color in the middle is gold. So this one's like a patriotic one. So so after I do one, you know, go one direction, then I change the color to the orange, and then I finish going to this direction. I change the color to yellow, and so on and so forth. I learned how to do that on YouTube, and I thought, this is great. I can make rainbow keychains. That's cool. So that became like my whole thing. I was making these like left and right and center, and at first I wasn't. I was just sending them like this without any packaging, because you know I didn't have my Cricut back then. I didn't have any packaging or like plastic bags, or you know. I eventually got the idea to print out business cards and with like a logo that I created on like I took a picture of like a whole bunch of these in a row, and then I made that my logo, and I put Gay Nerd on the top of the keychains, and so eventually I got this. I bought it's called the Heritage something or other, and well, hold on, let me see. So it's called the Vintage Font Bundle. It was like $60, I think, and so I learned how to just make the logo on they said that you have to use like Adobe Illustrator or something. I was like, I don't want to use that. I don't want to pay for Adobe. I have GIMP. That's what I'm going to use. They said you can't use it on GIMP. You have to use it on Adobe. And I was like, watch me. And so I did it, and I learned how to do it, and there you go, for free. I mean, I paid for the kit, but or the thing, but I learned how to do it on my own with GIMP, thanks to Google. And so anyway, yeah, I learned how to make my own logo. I thought that was really cool. It looks like vintage. That's the reason I like it. I like vintage stuff. So anyway, so yeah, I started doing the keychains, and then eventually, I don't know if I have them anymore, but I used to make stud earrings. I bought these like little metal earring, stems, and then I would use the leftovers from these, and I would like do 2 square knots, and then glue it together in the back, and then pop it in, and I had earrings. And then I started doing dangle earrings with like the obviously smaller, but they looked like these keychains, but like this small. And those were a little popular, but not for very long. And eventually I just stopped making them because nobody bought them. And what else? Somebody eventually told me that I should do paracord, so I did. And I was doing the paracord bracelets, and people were buying them, but they were not measuring the wrist correctly. I would send them like, I would make them a bracelet the exact size, and I would even give them a little bit I would put my finger in there so that it would be a little looser, and they would say it's too tight. I'm like, I asked you to measure it in a certain way, and to make sure that that the measuring tape is not too tight. One person actually measured a bracelet that they had with the clasps on them. So he measured it too long, and it was way too short when he got it. So that's not how you measure a bracelet. You don't measure the paracord bracelet with the clasps. You have to measure your actual wrist. So I just stopped making them. I just stopped selling them. I still make them, actually. I sell them at the craft fair, but I just started selling these on Etsy instead. I was still making the paracord with the gay or the rainbow thing, but I'm just making them as keychains because it's easier, and it's I end up having to pay for shipping to send them a new one, and I end up losing another bracelet, and the shipping is literally my entire profit. So this one guy wanted me to send him another bracelet because it was, first he said it fit perfectly, then like a couple hours later he says it doesn't fit, it's too tight, I need another one. And so I was like, you just said it fit perfectly. And so I said, well, let me send you another one. I shipped it out. He said, what'd you do that for? I said, you wanted another one, so I sent you another one. He says, well, can't you just give me a refund? And I'm like, I gave you a brand new bracelet. You're going to have 2 bracelets. I'm not asking you to return the one that you bought originally. He only wanted to get the free bracelet. He didn't want to pay for it. He wanted a free bracelet. So after that, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I will sell them at the craft fair, but that's it. So so yeah, I sell the keychains, these keychains. I sell friendship bracelets. These are the The ones with embroidery floss, I learned how to make these when I was a teenager. And I have like 4 different, this design, but I have a whole bunch of designs. I have a whole bunch of rainbow designs, but nobody buys them, so I just stopped making them. I have the bear colors, the lesbian flag colors. I have the rainbow. I do neon rainbow, pastel rainbow. Oh, the you know that movie or the show Agatha All Along? There was a bracelet that she wore in that had like I don't remember what the it was called, but it was called the Agatha bracelet, I guess. Somebody asked me to make that, and I made it and put it on the, I decided to put it on the Etsy shop, and so many people wanted to buy that bracelet. I was getting to the point where my back was killing me from, I had to make like 20 or 30 of these bracelets. I was like, I can't do it anymore, sorry. It's just too much on my back. So what else? Oh, I have all of the lanyard. I have like a bunch. I took a picture. Here's the picture, and I sent it to Richard. So that's all my plastic lanyard. So this is Rex Lace. I buy it from pepperell.com. They used to have it at Michael's Craft Store, and I was buying it there, and then they stopped selling them. So I had to start buying them from actually from a website that sells these things for like teachers. And so I haven't made these keychains in years because nobody wants them anymore. So, but I still have all of these colors, and even colors that I haven't really even used on these, because the only ones that I make are the rainbow, but all of the middle ones are different colors. So, and then, yeah, I have my buttons. I buy these button images from Etsy. There are a few people who sell the images that they make, and then I was also buying a bunch of images from designbundles.net, and so yeah, I make the boxes, and the amount depends on how many are in the set. So like this has 12. Some have 18. This one has 18. Some have 24. Some have 30. Some have 12. It all depends on the set. So the thickness of the box depends on the set. So I think this one's 30. This one has a lot. And then, so yeah, I make the boxes and I make the cards. And so yeah. What else? So yeah, I do my diamond painting, and I started doing the diamond painting because I make the box cards, and oh, let me grab a couple so you can see what they look like. So I grabbed a bunch of them so you can see. So this one is a Mother's Day card. It's a typewriter, and so they all fold flat, and they go right into the envelope. You know, you'll send it to this person. You'll write your letter on the back or note on the back, and they're really cool. That's that one. This one is not specifically Mother's Day, but I made it for Mother's Day. It's a piano, and I put these things on there. When I was, the reason I started diamond painting is because I wanted to use something other than these. These are like these little pearl things, and I wanted something different. I wanted something better, and these are small, but I think that I could do something a lot better with this card, but this is a really cute card. And then and then the keyboard comes out or opens up. So these are like flaps that you can, you know, they normally sit laying flat down. So that's that one, and here is a rainbow one. And so it's got the top flap and then the side flaps, and then I just like these cards. This one I wanted to do diamond painting on. This I normally use like 110 pound cardstock, but this was an old one where I was just using 65 pound cardstock, so these are kind of flimsy. I like the thicker cardstock because it's more sturdy. Here's a little birdhouse, or yeah, it's a little cute birdhouse, and it's got a little key on there. And so I get these cards from svgcuts.com. The woman who runs the website, her name is Mary. She's very talented. She designs all of these cards. Here's Easter, and this is like a Fabergé egg type of thing. And you know, I was using the very thin paper. When I discovered the thicker paper, they stand up easier. Sometimes these, you know, people will have these on their table or mantle or whatever for years, and then they'll start sagging. So I decided, see if it'll start going backwards. I decided to start buying thicker paper. I was buying the 110 pound cardstock, and that seems to be a lot sturdier. And here's one from a website called Simply Crafty SVGs, and it's just a, you know, it's the same type of a deal. It's just a different company. They have their own, but they just closed their website down, and now they're on Etsy, and I think Creative Fabrica, I don't remember. Oh, and so this one is I embossed the paper back here, so it's not just all of this paper is cut out, and I don't know if you can see it. All of that is cut out, and then there's like so many layers, and then so it's all of this. These words are not printed; they're cut out, and then so they're all layers, and then I just glue all the layers, and so this paper is really thick because of all the gluing, or all the layers that I've glued. And let's see, here's one of the Valentine's Day, you know, those like conversation heart things. Well, here's one, and see, one of the reasons why I wanted to do diamond painting instead of just buying the diamond drills is because I needed to know how to use the glue, or what kind of glue, because I was using Elmer's school glue, and so this was happening. They were coming off, and so this is one of those really big pearls. See, I don't like these are too thick, so when they go through the mail, the machine like smashes them or through the envelope. So I didn't like using these thicker pearls, but also because the glue was coming off, because I didn't know about diamond painting glue. I had no idea. And so and also some of these have glitter pieces, but the glitter doesn't come off. And I know that glitter is a pain. It's probably one of the deadly sins. So that's that one. Oh, and I just recently made this for someone as a thank you for sending me some diamond paintings. And this is actually a new design, and it's curling up for some reason. See, that's another issue sometimes that I have, is that they curl up, and it's because of the glue. But this is all glitter. I made these little things with diamond painting with square drills. These are, I think these are, yeah, these are all AB drills from Forever Young. And I made a second one for the back. So that's one thing that I plan on making with the diamond drills, is little graphics to go on the card. And I just thought that was really cute. And so yeah, you can put your message on the back. I print them on there, and then the clouds are glitter, and then I use these puffy things to give them a little bit more dimension. So yeah, I love this one. This is a set that I bought because it was unicorns and rainbows, but I never made one, so this is the first one I made. And so that one's going to somebody on TikTok that sent me a bunch of diamond paintings. Here's two more Valentine's Day. This one I like because it's cute. It's got like little matches, and not real matches, they're glitter, and it says "You ignite my heart." And see this, sometimes these are like really thick, like they are boxes. And so that's why they call them box cards. Sometimes they're thin, sometimes they're thick, but these are cute. And then it's got the message on the back. I love that they fold flat to go in the mail, and people love them. I send them out to people for all the holidays. People love them, and oh, this is the same one. So anyway, yeah, I have all the holidays. I have Valentine's Day, Easter, summer, birthday, Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving. I mean, you name it. I have it, and I have fun making them. I make the boxes for the my products. I make everything that I can make because I love making things, and I love making people smile. I love making people happy. That's all I want to do is make people happy and make them smile. So if I can make one person smile, or make them laugh, or make them happy, then I feel like I've accomplished something for the day, so, or my lifetime, or whatever. So anyway, that's probably not everything, but I guess that's all I'm going to show right now. I'm trying to think of there was something that I missed. I can't think of anything. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you all for subscribing and commenting and clicking the bell and everything that you do. And thank you so much, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Oh, and I have assembly videos on my on my channel from a few years ago. I don't remember how long. I was a lot fatter. And I made basically I assembled all of my my Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas cards because I thought people would love to see them, and they didn't get really very many views, but they're still there if you want to watch them, and that'll give you a little insight as to how I make them. But that was long before I started using the diamond drills. So anyway, thank you. See you next time. Bye.